Ultra Instinct Tekking Tumble! Yeah! As you can see, I achieved it. It finally happened. I don't know how I triggered it. I just woke up this morning and my hair was like this. And the only rational conclusion I could draw is that I've unlocked the sacred power key of egoism that makes me stronger than the gods. And also makes the focus go out of wonky with my camera. That's just the effect that Ultra Instinct has. This is Dragon Ball Super, episode 129 review. Okay. Little bit late, just a touch, like 4 or 5 days, whatever. And I'll tell you something, this episode, you know how last time when I was talking about Vegeta's battle with Jiren, and I thought the episode, like the entire episode was just gonna be about Jiren just beating the ever-loving fuck shit out of Vegeta, and then at the very end of the episode, Vegeta would have his emotional conclusion to his little story arc, and then he would be eliminated. I was kind of happy that happened relatively early on last week, because that way we could focus on other stuff throughout the episode. They didn't milk it out as long as they could. This episode, they did kind of do that. They basically were just like, okay, Goku's gonna reveal his mastered version of Ultra Instinct at the end of the episode. So up until that point, it's just a balls-out fight between Goku and Jiren. I feel like if I was maybe back in like my elementary school days watching this on Toonami at like 6 o'clock, I would lose my shit. I still have very vivid memories of the first time I saw Goku go Super Saiyan, Gohan go Super Saiyan 2, when, probably the most vivid one I have is when, I bought the VHS for whenever he went Super Saiyan 3. It was before the episode was even aired yet, and me and my friend Ian were watching it, and we had no idea what was coming, and the entire episode is just Goku screaming, that's all it is. But even so, I mean, that's something nowadays that I would critique, like, the entire episode is just him screaming. But when I was a kid, man, that shit was, like, higher than freaking adrenaline. We were bouncing off the freaking couch, like, go, Goku, go, kick his ass! And then finally he reveals the epic mane, and we're all like, oh, you're everything I want to be when we grow up. So that was fun. But this episode, I mean, that's all it was really for the most part. It's just them getting into fights. I mean, there's some cool scenes. You have Goku being an Ultra Instinct sign the entire time. By the way, a little bit of a clarification on this. If I have the facts of this correct, this version of Ultra Instinct, the unmastered version, the sign version, that's purely a defensive aspect of the power, right? Like, that shouldn't boost his power all that much. It's more of just about Goku responding reflexively to attacks coming in, dodging different key attacks, not necessarily having a big power boost. Am I correct in assuming that? I only bring this up because there's a scene where he launches like a point-blank Kamehameha right at freaking Jiren, and Jiren just kind of dispels it and knocks Goku back. You know, so, I mean, it's a cool technique just in terms of, like, reflexively dodging and blocking attacks, but I think in terms of power, you don't get maybe the little bit of a boost, but the true power of Ultra Instinct is, of course, the new form that Goku gets at the end of the episode, and that's something else. We all knew that this was coming. This was revealed in magazines, like, I think at least a month ago, that Goku's gonna get another new form, and it's gonna look like, you know, It's not called Super Saiyan Silver. You're probably going to yell at me for calling it Super Saiyan Silver. But come on, probably a lot of people are going to be calling it Super Saiyan Silver. I was out at dinner with one of my friends last week who also enjoys this. And granted, he's not as like up to date as I am. And he's like, "Do you hear Goku's getting a new form, Super Saiyan Silver?" And I'm like, he sure is, man. Freaking silver hair. It goes beyond Super Saiyan. It's not about that at this point. It's on a whole other level, really. But yeah, I mean, that might be what people end up calling it, okay? Because you have to have, you gotta have it in there. Silver. He's got silver hair. I mean, yeah, they don't call him Super Saiyan Gold or anything when they have the golden hair, but silver hair. Okay, so the fighting arena just gets screwed over, to the point where they're pretty much just fighting on that center pillar, the thing that adjusts the time scale for the tournament. They're basically just fighting on that thing at the end. And, I mean, I'm not going to go into explicit detail here, because I don't think I could do it a justice. You know, it's just a lot of high-octane blows and ki blasts, and Jiren doing his invisible blows, and there's one scene, the scene here, when they're basically just standing still, the animation cells are just standing still, and then they just add a bunch of crazy, like, fists flying over them as the punches are moving so damn fast. So, more of the action, probably the most interesting part of the episode, aside from the transformation at the end, is the deal with the gods on the sidelines, alright? Now, this is something that's really cool. So first, obviously, you have, like, Krillin and Tien and Roshi and everybody. They're like, oh my god, is Goku gonna win? Blah, 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 what's gonna happen? I'm so worried, this is crazy. This is the most insane fight we've ever seen, and we've been seeing insane fights for a while. And Beerus basically just has a moment where he's like, you guys... And I'm thinking maybe Beerus is going to be, he's going to give some words of encouragement. He's going to be like, you guys, don't worry about Goku, he'll be fine, or something like that. But no, Beerus is like, you guys, just shut up and watch. And you could tell it's kind of moving in his head, because when a Goku initially activated Ultra Instinct Sign, all of the gods were, like, in disbelief, almost to the point where they're like, no, he didn't just do that, because it's so much of a difficult process for a god of destruction to master Ultra Instinct. And granted, it wasn't a mastered form, it was just the sign form, but probably even getting to that level is something that takes fucking probably hundreds, maybe even thousands of years of training, because deities live for, like, millions of years. So they're all, like, in disbelief, and including Beerus. Beerus is even kind of, like, pissed off, because, you know, he's like, I've been training at Ultra Instinct for the last 10,000 years, and he just masters it, because whatever. But in this episode, they finally start to just accept the fact, except for Bermud, maybe, they just kind of accept the fact of what Goku did, and they respect him for it. And there's a moment where Beerus is like, just shut up and watch, where I think it's like, not only Beerus, but every other god of destruction, they kind of realize when they've been, you know, when they're in checkmate, they kind of realize when it's like, you know, you ever playing any game, chess, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, any game at all, you reach a point where you haven't lost yet, but you realize there's no way you can win. Did you ever have that feeling that, like, maybe let's just use chess as an example, you're moving your pieces around and you're just like, you have that kind of moment where it's like, I lost. I haven't lost yet, but there's nothing I lost. That's basically what they have. And so even before Goku masters it, they kind of just begrudgingly accept it. There's except for Bermud. Bermud is the one that's just like, he's like, there's no way he could win. There's no way. Hey, Jiren, kick his ass. They're still fighting. Hey, Jiren, hurry up and finish him off so we can go home and have fucking ice cream. You know, like, let's get out of here. And Jiren's obviously fighting as hard as he can, or maybe not as absolutely hard as we can, because we think there's a little bit more left in the tank for next episode, but he's giving it pretty intense effort here, and he's not winning. He's not getting any critical hits on Goku here. Does manage to hit him a few times, but nothing, like, you know, that's going to put him down. And Bermud basically says, you know, there's no way Goku could beat him with this imperfect Ultra Instinct. And then that's when Vegeta gets up and he's just like, think about what you just said. We've been sitting here for, what has it been, 46 minutes? In the last 46 minutes, we have witnessed crazy transformation, breaking through your limits, crazy new powers beyond anything we've ever imagined, and it's not even the full length of an episode of the 700th Club yet, okay? Like, this shit is insane, and you're gonna sit over there and be like, there's no way he could defeat Jiren with an unmastered Ultra Instinct. Think about what you just said, unmastered, meaning there's still something for him to achieve yet. Okay? There's still something he could gain. And you might say, well, that's gonna take too long. Well, it would have... What do you call this? You think this is a form you could just walk out to the freaking supermarket bargain sale and just buy? No, sir. They're only having a Super Saiyan bargain sale this weekend. Okay? So it's like, he's gonna master it. It's gonna happen. You're in checkmate. Fucking deal with it, you clown bastard, okay? And then at the end of the episode, Jiren does his big, giant, you know, death ball thing, kind of like Frieza's, except just a little bit more, you know, effective. By the way, everyone just forgot about Frieza. If Frieza is still in this tournament, he has the highest amount of luck than any other character, because it's like, this fighting stage is just rent asunder. Like, it's just floating rubble at this point. There's a little bit of the original grounds left, like, clinging to that pillar, but not very much. So, if he's still alive, and in this episode, they're just, like, wrecking shit constantly, moving around at the speed of explosions everywhere. if Frieza managed to somehow cling to that arena and not fall off, and even if he's unconscious, that's remarkable. That's beyond anything I could possibly imagine with any sort of Ultra Instinct form, you know? So anyway, yeah, they're brawling, and then Goku goes to fight against that giant death ball thing, and it just, big, huge explosion, and you see it's like Goku creates a new galaxy from this freaking perspective. Like, the Milky Way is forming underneath the damn arena. You know? And so, all of the Gods of Destruction begin to stand up. Even the ones that aren't even in the tournament, like every single one. They just stand up, Beerus included, and they just kind of accept what just happened. And then everybody's just kind of like, yeah, Goku won. Kind of like in that checkmate kind of thing. Like, yeah, Jiren gave it a good effort, but Goku won. The fight's not over, but it is, you know. And then Goku emerges from the explosion, and this is his new Ultra Instinct mastered form, Super Saiyan Silver. Yeah, not really Super Saiyan Silver. It's not Super Saiyan, it's normal hair. Fun fact, this was actually designed by Toriyama, which is always cool to see some, you know, whenever Goku does get a brand new form, it's something designed by the actual creator of Goku. That's always something fun to see. So that's basically the entire build up to this episode. I would recommend to watch it, but just for the ending of it, because not a lot. I mean, there's some pretty intense fighting at the beginning, but if you're kind of accustomed to that, I would just skip to the end when the Gods of Destruction kind of admire Goku. They give him the respect he is so deserved, and then they stand up, and then Goku goes into his form, and then that's the end. And the next episode, it just looks like it'll be the finishing blow. Like, Jiren's got his shirt ripped off, oh my, and Goku's just brawl. I mean, it's gonna be crazy. I think the fight's gonna be over next episode. I actually don't think we got the countdown at the end, because I think it was more of just about the power and the impact of, you know, this is the truly mastered Ultra Instinct, da 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 da. And then that's the end of the episode. I don't think, and then the narrator comes on, dun da da da. 1 minute remains left in the Tournament of Powers. I don't think we had that. Probably did, though. I don't know. But at any rate, it's a minute left. Okay, that's all you got. You got one episode. I think that 131 is going to be like the wrap-up episode. So I think that's appropriate. I think that's a good way to do it. What did you guys think? Did you think a lot of the episode was just build up to Ultra Instinct? Do you think it would have been appropriate for Goku to like reveal this form somewhere in the midway of the episode rather than at the very end? I think you could have crammed most of pretty much everything in, like the God of Destruction. You could have crammed all that in like half of an episode. You kind of drew it out a little bit. Only because, yeah, I mean, it's a balls-out fight. Ultra Instinct Sign Goku versus Jiren, but we're going to get that next episode with Mastered Ultra Instinct, and that's the fight. That's the final battle I want to see just wrecked, everything go crazy. But this episode, you know, gave us that too, and I'm fine with that, I guess. I just, you know, it was we knew it was coming, so a little bit of the hype got drained. But aside from that, we're all good. Thanks for watching, everybody, and next episode, there's a break this week, so the next episode of Super should be on the 17th. Andrew 17, why did I remember? So yeah, that'll be episode 130, and then that'll probably be the end of the fight, and then 131 will be the wrap-up episode, you know, to Goku, when we meet again, so... and then after that, I don't know, maybe I'll review One Piece episodes per week. I still have to watch that Devilman Crybaby thing, I don't know. But anyway, thanks for watching, sorry for the delay. You guys have a good one. Ultra Instinct Tekking away!